Hi, this is Cousin Russ. I'm sorry if there's any confusion in the community. Google and I were playing games and it didn't work the way I wanted to, but I thought I'd do this recording. Anyhow, this is office hours. I do occasionally do office hours, and what I want to talk about today is something that we've sort of talked about with Dear Myrtle in some of the programs that we've set up. Now, what I am doing now is switching over to my Family Tree Maker program so that you can see Family Tree Maker. And let me zoom out so you look at the full screen. And what I generally do is to start in the planned workspace, what I'm doing right now. Now, what I'm going to, hold on a second. So just hold on a second. I'm getting my own voice back in my ear. I had to close a tab. Anyhow, what I'm going to do is show you a census record. And that's what is on my screen now. This is a census that came from Ancestry, and I already dealt with this census record. I merged the data that's on the record. But if you look down here at the bottom part of the screen, you will see some people with a different surname. And the normal surname is Lamar. And down at the bottom, there are three people, children it looks like, that are called Campbell. Now that is the household. I've looked at the image, and in fact, there are three Campbells in this household in the census record. Now, the whole purpose of this video is what do I do with these three people? Because I don't have them in my database. When I deal with a census record, one of the things that I do, and let me zoom out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to highlight from the word name, and I'm going to drag down until the year, the age of the last child. So I just highlighted that, and I'm going to hit Control C. You can't see that, but I just hit Control C. Now I'm going to go back to Family Tree Maker, because what I want to do is take that information and put it into Family Tree Maker. Now the gentleman right here is the head of household, and I want to go over to the person workspace and the people workspace person view, and I am bringing up everything that I have on William H. Lamar. And I'm going to scroll down, and I will zoom in a minute. I'm going to zoom to the 1910 census, which I already had entered. I had already merged the data into Family Tree Maker for the family that I know. And again, I have these three kids that I don't know who they are. Now, when I do a census record and I record it as a residence fact, I go over to the notes section for that record. There's no notes at the moment, and let me zoom in a little bit to see if this will help and move over so you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to click in residence note. You notice the background changed to white, and now I'm going to paste the information that came from the census record. Now I'm going to clean it up a little bit, and so that things line up, and you can do this or you not do this. But I now know what was in that record when I looked at it. And I only recorded William, his wife, Nelson, and Raymond. They're the only ones that are in my database. So in the notes for this citation, I have who was in that household. Like I said, I've already handled the 2 children and his wife. Now you notice up at the top in Family Tree Maker, I have his wife name as Luellaw and 5 underscores, because at this point in time, I don't know what her birth surname is. The census says spelled out her name, and I recorded that as I found it in her name fact. But the preferred fact, I want the reminder that I don't know what her birth surname is. However, I am guessing that these 3 children's surname may in fact be her surname. I don't know. I don't know yet. It's not certainly her married name is Lamar, but what was her birth surname? So there's a story in there. So I want to capture those 3 people, but I don't know who they are yet. I don't know if there's a relationship. I can guess there's a relationship. I don't know. So here is how I handle these 3 children. Now I'm still on the head of household, and I'm going to go over to the task menu down here. That's my to-do list. And when I did this record a couple days ago, I made a note, and let me blow it up and move it. You should be able to see it. Let me unblue it. I have a task that says the 1910 census records has 2 nephews and a niece in the household. So that's a reminder for me that there were some other people in that database. I'm going to close that. I'm going to go to the plan workspace, and I am going to generate a new task. And I'm going to go Campbell, John S., age 15, 1910 census, head of household. William H. Lamar. So you don't have to get through all that. Again, I'm going to copy that, and I am going to put this into a category, and I'm going to create a new category, unidentified person. So I just created a new category in my to-do list that I've got an unidentified person whose name is John S. Campbell, and I spelled it surname first, comma, John S., age 15. So if I get more, and they'll be sorted together if I want to sort that way. So I have a new to-do list, and it is in here. I have a filter on it. I can't see it, and I'll clear that in a second, but I want to add 2 more. I want to add 2 more tasks, and that is going to be Campbell, Elizabeth W., aged 17, edit, unidentified person, okay, new, and the 3rd child is Chaz Wesley Campbell, and he is aged 10 and unidentified person. Now, I know that you want to know how I figured all that out. Let me go back to my census record. and there's the census record, and let me zoom out so you can see the whole thing. So all I did was take the information that was on this screen and edit as to-do list in Family Tree Maker. And I'm going to go back to Family Tree Maker. I'm going to go to my to-do list, and I'm going to do some unfiltering. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. This filter by task, I'm going to select this unidentified person task that I have, and there is my to-do list. This tells me a couple things. It tells me, let me zoom in just a bit and move it down so you can see it. It gives a reminder that I have John S., Elizabeth W., Chaz Wesley, their ages, and a census record where the head of household is William Lamar. It's not assigned to anybody. But what that tells me is that they're not in my database. So this is how I handle unidentified people in my database. So it's a reminder of what work that I need to do in the future to identify those people. Let me see here. Kate, you joined. Do you have any questions based on what I just shared with you?
No, actually, as a newer person to Family Tree Maker, that helped me immensely. I think we were talking in Dear Myrtle on Monday about shiny objects and other things, to-do lists, tasks, and I've got this crazy, almost like virtual Post-it system happening, and I think when I heard about your to-do list, I thought, okay, I really need to put this in one place. But because I was new at Family Tree Maker, I wasn't utilizing that feature. So this makes it clear, crystal clear now on how to do that.
Cool.
Thanks.
Well, that's why I thought I would do that. I wanted to do a video on how I handle it, and I'll have another one specifically in city directories, but thought I would take an easy one first because I already knew that I had this example in my database, and I wanted to just do a video on how I handle those unidentified bright shiny objects. So, but it's important to me because I have a feeling, I may be wrong, but it's happened to me before, where that reminder to go track down. I will bet that when I put this tree up online, update what I have online, that I'll get a shaky leaf hinting back to the Campbell family, and I will be able to rebuild the Campbell family. At least I'm going to guess it'll lead me to. She may have been married multiple times, but I want that shaky leaf to take me back to the Campbell, find out who those kids are. They're not hers, but there's in that family somewhere, I'm pretty sure. So anyhow, that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you have any questions, I'll be watching the community, and this will end up on my blog as well, and I'll look for comments on the blog. So thanks, Kate, for joining me, and we'll chat as soon as I end the broadcast, which I'm doing now. Thank you, and have a great day.